offlane, he has a little bit of an easier time finding farm himself as well, because he can always rotate into the triangle if he deems necessary, farm a bit, then come back, like a normal position 4 Enigma would do. He doesn't necessarily have to stay on the lane constantly, because he can just deny the range creep, mess with the equilibrium, and go back to get his own farm too. So I would argue that this is even a better position for him than to be on the top lane. Look at... And this is how they always almost. Unless they can really pressure someone hard, they always just focus on Rezo and his boots of travel. So as long as he gets it fast enough, they're fine. Meanwhile, Notil on the bottom lane was actually farming a small camp of the Radiant, right? So he farms it next to the outpost, and that way he also denies Enchantress the ability to take that creep. Mid lane. No one is about to out-level him by a full level right now. And it's rough. It's rough because he has 11 denies, 26 CS versus 17 of Thompson.
Yes!
He didn't have enough mana for it. No, that's actually a very peculiar ulti. Usually Lycans and Sumail as well, when he plays this hero, he waits either the Necros or the Dominator. Bottom lane, Notil. He understands that they have a ward here now, so that's a little bit of an upside. He's going for the Necros. It looks like Enigma is going for the Necros as well with 2 Sages masks, but you know, he can still switch things up. And Lycan has his Necro 1 completed too.
Radiant are scanning.
So far it's been good. I think you can wait out Necro 2, farm the lane and farm the side camp, and bottom, where Solo is about to die. Or is he?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that was so sad for Thompson. So basically what allowed him so much for such a long period of time are the raindrops. He has 2 null talismans, they bulk him up a little bit, but the raindrops really came in. Fade Bolt obviously is level 4, so you don't really hit as hard, nearly hit as hard as Queen of Pain, but all the magical spells dealt with him. There is a smoke though from VP again. Yeah, Thompson though. That's true, that's true. They couldn't do a whole lot on the top lane, and they're also rotating the lanes around. You can see Rezo moving towards bottom while LTW is farming the safest triangle. So, Roar.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And that's it, right? The Necro 2 into the push onto the bottom tier 1. But very well read, yeah, very well read by Virtus.pro still, because they did manage to dodge it with their carry. So Naga is still uncontested. LTW is farming the top lane. When it comes to the CS, at least he is on top of the charts, but net worth a bit lower than...
Heal us.
Enchantress is very tanky at the moment. You have the Untouchable, and you have the level 2 heal.
Radiant's
but look at his...
is under attack. Radiant structures.
He's got 2 raindrops. I was just about to tell you, check his inventory.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Loaded to the gills.
That should help.
Yeah, so much vision as well coming from the wolves, coming from the hawks, so it's going to be very difficult for Virtus.pro to, even when they get these link daggers on their cores like Batrider and Shaker, it's going to be difficult for them to initiate. But man, like Solo is, they even gave him the Ironwood tree, so he has the tree, he has the Bracer, Magic Wand, and 2 raindrops. This Enchantress is so tanky. He's sitting on 1000 HP.
Under attack. Dire's top tower.
Ah man, you don't get her. I'll tell you right now, you just don't go for that kill. There is a wolf form used on the mid lane though, and this should be the tier 1 mid as well. There's the fortification, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Zayt has to be careful. That's Fissure.
Radiant's middle tower
He's buffed.
has fallen.
Rezo.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It got a couple of creeps at least, and it shoot them away. That's something. But all of that happens because you have this Beast Master. He uses the Hawk. The Hawk is exactly where Zayt was. So you, as Rubik, it's very easy to move in and use the Fissure that you've stolen earlier, blocking the Shaker and forcing him into dying without actually contributing at all. It's Beastmaster. No, it's just Beastmaster. I have my frustrations with this hero. It's just so strong. He contributes so much to your game. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Rezo.
Dire's turret has been killed. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. structures.
Okay, let's go first over the Batrider. The Batrider dies because Nyx Assassin sucks. He uses Carapace on the Firefly, but Notil is following him and uses the Midnight Pulse to see him under the trees, right? He clears the trees as well and pretty much solos him. And then Saxa contributes again because you mentioned it earlier. Vendetta gives you break, and he pretty much broke Enchantress because of Untouchable. Untouchable stopped working. Top lane, mid one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Notil.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Necro 3 completed on Lycan, Necro 1 and Vlad's almost completed on the Beastmaster, and that Black Hole, okay, you did use a huge spell. The cooldown is 200 seconds, one of the longest cooldowns in the game, but you did slow down Shaker's Blink Dagger, right? So every kill on this Zayat Shaker, I think, is so important for OG. That's really the hero that you want to slow down as much as possible.
Are linked. Gold for me.
Rezo.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they're in that pit, they're taking it down, and you can't really contest this. You're just missing your key ingredients to make this draft work on the side of VP. You don't have the dagger, you don't have the dagger on Rezo. Rezo actually did complete his Boots of Travel at least. But that's not it, man. You need more versus these beasts.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Come on,
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's structures are fortified.
It's so bad. It's so hard to try and creep skip versus a Nyx Assassin.
Radiant are scared.
Okay, there's Carapace onto the Firefly.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Playing Batrider is difficult versus Nyx Assassin because of multiple of things. Not only is the Spike Carapace so good, but Batrider naturally wants to creep skip and split push in a situation such as this one. And a Nyx Assassin with a Vendetta will always be there to stop you, because you can't scout him. Will form bot.
my sprites are with us.
Sorcery lies beyond my growth.
Solo didn't die. He's still the tankiest one on his side, yeah. He actually managed to steal one of the wolves. I don't know exactly. Okay, so maybe he will die here now, though.
Healing power.
May your house long with
Okay, but that's also the thing, right? Exactly what you just said. They brought enough heroes. They brought 3 heroes to kill off an Enchantress position 5, which means your Naga is farming, which means Quap is farming, and perhaps Shaker is getting closer to his dagger. So Solo really likes to play this little dummy, you know, that runs down the lane. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's good at it, and it's all strategical. That's what I do in pubs as well. It's all strategy. That's why I feel.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You know when you think you're creating space and then your team somehow dies 3 versus 1? That's the worst. Yep. Hasted Thompson.
Dire are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It looks that way, yeah.
Nature attend us.
Look, they're not even committing with heroes. They're just attacking the tower with creeps. Tetris. There is Diffusal completed. Diffusal Manta on Naga, so this is a huge power spike for him if they can win the Aegis out. He sold the boots! He sold the boots! That's why he did it! He sold the boots! He was sitting on 1700 gold before that fight. He sold his boots on Shaker. He gets just enough gold to buy the Blink Dagger, uses the echo of his life right there, and turns the game completely, man. Jeez, damn.
From the core of the universe, a treasure.
Yep. because you know, like as an analyst, you're clicking on everyone, you're checking the item progression. You see that this Shaker is far away from his Blink Dagger, and you're like, okay, this is the team fight in which OG takes the tier 3, goes back in when the wolf form is back up, but no, Zayas, he cancels everything. He gets that quick blink and just turns the fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
He's dead?
This is a shock.
It truly feels that way. After this team fight, if you cannot be feeling great if you're OG. Right now, what do you start? I think you start split pushing at this point if you're OG, because you're the team that's actually lacking items to make a good stand, to get a good fight. I think you really need a Blink Dagger on NIGMA now. If Notil doesn't have that blink, it's going to be very difficult for them to take any fights. And even then, yeah. But it's so crazy that everything happens because he sold his boots, man. Like all of these turns because of the fact that they win that bottom fight. Batrider isn't forced to buy back, so he can have a Blink Dagger. Because of that Blink Dagger, he's able to initiate top lane instead of being initiated on. It's boots, man. That was crazy. Yeah, now the BKB on Queen of Pain, Butterfly as well on the Naga, almost completed. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. I'm just looking at Saxa trying to hit him. So long time ago, you could actually hit him even if he moves far away. Bottom lane Sumail, he's actually caught. Notil has TP'd in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Do you have the damage here? Oh.
Where are you going?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Don't do that.
Man, OG played the lanes so well, they did everything right. I don't want to say it again, but the moment these blink daggers came off for VP, the one on the Batrider, the one on the Shaker, everything turned, and now they were desperate. Like, that move towards the bottom lane was also desperate because they did scout out the Naga and they still go and try to go on the Queen of Pain, even though there's Song, right? So you kind of understand that that Song will come, and the turn was so easy for Virtus Pro. They used the Song, they set everything up, there's the BKB from Co-op, and even though Thompson does steal that Sonic Wave, there's no follow-up because your Lycan just died. He couldn't even beat there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
To my heart.
This could be big. Oh no. Oh no.
I just sharpened my spear and I'm ready to go.
Naga? This should be rush for them, right? Naga is dead. Yeah, 60 seconds of LTW. So if you're OG, you just go into the pit. 50% Roshan, you can take that.
Under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Immortality.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And it's crazy how easily they killed him. I think LTW felt he felt that situation was a little bit comical, right? Notil jumps in, uses his black hole only on the illusions, and because of that he feels a little bit too strong, overconfident, stays in the fight a bit too long, loses all his mana, and now bottom lane Rezo. Good stun in the end by Saxa as well, preventing them from killing Rubik. I think Thompson was fine there. They didn't have any stuns, but Rezo, bottom lane, should be fine as well. It could have happened. It could have happened really, but he's a tanky boy too. He has that Ogre Axe to work with. He has the wand, and the BKB is coming soon for Rezo too. It's a pretty big power spike for him. Now, you mentioned the Basher on the Naga, but LTW is farming so fast. Actually switches from the Abyssal into the BKB too. It's the, oh, Thompson. Echo.
Come get healed.
He had the cheese there to use, but he opted not to, and I can definitely understand that. But we're talking about all these items that aren't really that weird. Your BKB Onaga is in response to many different stuns that OG have got going. Yeah, there are some spells that go through BKB, but who cares? But look at middle one. Look at the Beastmaster. This man is going for an Aghanims. He's gonna be swinging those... Yeah, he's gonna be swinging those axes all the time, it seems like. It's done. He also...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
he also took the Cobalt 4-man, which gives him 12% movement speed, so it was a bit easier to run away. They're still chasing him though.
Come on, sprites.
I'm surprised that they aren't trying to counterplay this on VP. I guess they don't have Echo, you don't have Sonic Wave, and because of that you can wait a bit longer. It's pretty much 20 seconds off of both those spells, so you wait and fight. But usually when solo is doing something like that, at this point in the game, they're ready to strike, they're ready to attack from some angle.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is
It's
under attack.
good time for OG to strike right now, but Aegis will be reclaimed in about 10 seconds, so they are losing that. And that's why Virtus Pro? Exactly. Good black hole.
Where are you going?
Yep. The heart is completed on the Naga. He moved away from the BKB as well. So you have the heart, Diffusal, Manta, Butterfly, and Basher. He's just so strong right now. In that last fight, Saksa just completely negates any impact Naga can have just by spamming Mana Burn. He sits on him, Mana Burn 1, Mana Burn 2, Mana Burn 3, and LTW is without any spells. He can't contribute way too much. The Black Hole from No-Tail was pretty good, but the Fissure was even better from Earthshaker, because Zayats, the moment he uses that Fissure, he instantly totems. And you can see that play every single teamfight. If you watch Thompson, he's trying to steal the Fissure, but he can't because Zayats uses the totem afterwards so fast. It's a pretty big spell to not give to Rubik. Once Rubik gets that Fissure, the game is much harder for Virtus Pro. Yeah, you're... Go ahead, sorry. They do have all their spells that are coming, right? You have the Sonic Wave in 15 seconds, you have Echo pretty much in 5. So you can fight again. There's nothing stopping you. This Naga is full slotted. Doesn't need pretty much anything else. There you go, the smoke is there. And look at Solo. He's the only one not smoked. Heals.
Nature attend us.
Dire's middle tower.
Volt form?
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
It's the same problem that OG is facing with this position 5 Enigma every time. You really want to have this blink BKB, but it comes so late that every single black hole he has is interrupted in seconds, right? And he doesn't contribute as much. Plus, the fissure in that last fight didn't really contribute them at all. Thompson uses it and he actually blocks the Wolf away from the Naga, so he needs to circle around the fissure.
Yes!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Abyssal.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Do you think that's it? 8 seconds without Lycan? He doesn't have a black hole. Do they go throne here? Do they try to go or do they just back out? Okay. Yeah, they're doing the safe play.
There's bounty runes, Lizard. There's farm bottom. There's like, you know, there's 5 range creeps bottom lane. You can't just let them get to the tower.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that you can do at this point. Also, Roshan is back up, right? So you go and have that. If you don't have to do anything crazy, maybe he has buyback, right? If he does, you're shooting yourself in the foot. So it's good that they go to rush, but incredible game to watch so far. Just so many skills used properly in the team fights, and the positioning is just perfect. Saksa again scouted it out immediately. Maybe he can snatch it.
Can he? Can he? He's on top of the Roshan. What can Saksa get? Send the cheese! Saksa, you cheeky little bastard! Doesn't get the refresher shot, that's for the Queen of Pain. But Saksa, Nick's assassin, he's out of there, zooming away. He's got his stolen goodies and a courier. Fuck off! Come on, Saksa, give him a break. Aegis and cheese on Nyx. But Lizard, does this do anything for OG? It stops VP from having it.
It makes Saksa feel really great.
Come on, Sprite.
He's a boss right now.
The onslaught of the base is still coming though. Mid one and No Tail down south trying to push out waves.
No Tail has BKB. He's completed it, I think.
That's pretty huge. I mean, there's nothing to stop it, right? And they lasso the Nyx. VP make the first move. BKB Batrider gives them the perfect safety net to take the Aegis out of the hands of Nyx Assassin, reclaiming what was rightfully theirs. And Carapace, maybe a little bit of time here, but failed to jump in with the Abyssal Blade. Focusing forward, No Tail with a black hole, catching RTW. It's a lot of damage. The Sonic Wave coming in again, as no one looks to clear up a couple, but the Naga's down and the chase from OG moves forward. Queen of Pain bashed up. Sumail wants this one, but it's an awfully difficult kill to grab. So I believe it's going to be Solo that they'll hunt down successfully, and maybe Zayas, as the Earthshaker is still getting hounded by the Wolf. Fisher there and a blink away in 4 seconds should get him out to safety. But man, what happened there?
Never ruled OG out. It's as simple as that. Never ruled them out. That's pretty much what they were playing for. And I love how Notail, he realizes, okay, if Saksa manages to get that Aegis off of them, maybe I can farm this BKB in time. He instantly goes bottom, farms a couple of camps, gets that BKB, sells his wand, first the boots, now the wand, to finish the BKB, and lets Saksa die first time. He knows they'll go on top of him once again. He blinks in with the BKB, catches the Naga off guard, and LTW, he doesn't have a buyback. How much can they do with that though? Arguably not enough. Top lane, Sumail.
Yeah, no one has that fear talent now. Much more difficult for OG to get in and out of these fights.
Minotaur Horn,
even though even though they've got, Necro Books back up, Necro 3 on both Beastmaster and the Lycan, Shapeshift, Assault Cuirass coming through as well. OG only 14 seconds now for Naga to respawn. Doesn't look like they'll have their first crack of the barracks. 40 minutes in, we looked at these drafts and we were like, this is going to be a fun game. I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah, you expected it the other way around, right? Naga playing versus the Megas, maybe versus two sides down. And it's understandable. Top lane, Thompson.
Yeah, no one straight in there. Thompson feared up. And they've got the lasso from Batrider, dragging him around into the flames. Thompson annihilated as they get the fear to stop any TP out from Saxon. He might get a bounty route. He's pushed back by the flame break. Go on, Saxon. No, the bounty route is taken by Rezo. Doesn't even get that as a consolation prize. And Nyx Assassin with the Rubik dead for over a minute. The pings come out. It is mid lane push time for VP.
Is there anything that you can do about it as OG? You are pushing down bottom, but you don't push nearly as fast, so you can't split, you can't do anything like that. You need to go back and defend. Sumail is trying to finish off his MKB. Maybe if he sells an item, he can do that.
Sell the cheese.
Sell something.
Sell a drum at this point, I think.
He's close. He needs 200 gold. Yeah, boots actually. All right, he's a buff. He doesn't need boots.
True. Gets rid of the brown booties. But VP, they want mega creeps. Tier 3 lift up, but very quickly dispatched with as the walls all come tumbling down around OG's base. Smoke from Notail. Like you said, he does have that blink. BKB black hole, but the spacing from VP. You've got Zayats in the southwest. Solo, no one can line. Naga lurking with Resolution in the shadows. And OG don't have an answer to that final lane of barracks falling.
Yep, no boots on Naga as well. Scappy instead of them, so full 6 slotted with the Mindbreaker, incredibly tanky LTW. And yeah, those two deaths on Thompson and Nyx really hurt bad, because maybe they could have fought top if they had the Rubik and the Nyx.
What's the vision like right now for VP? They've got one Observer Ward up on that top lane on the high ground. But they also pinged out the Lycan, and it feels like they know where he's coming from. So Sumail making this initial move, jumping straight forward towards that Batrider, but Rezo gets the BKB and the runaway, and they ensnare the Lycan, the black hole's there. Notail finds the Naga, that's the one target he needs to get. The Sonic's able to push back, Naga's still alive, 4 stabbed away, and the Fisher will block them out. A great 2-man Echo Slam. Zayat has saved the day for up and turn around, and now the G's have got to be coming, because OG, they've got nothing left in the tank. Queen of Pain is going to find Notail, and Enigma will be the 5th and final kill of this game as Virtus Pro take game 1.
It's just some incredible dotes right here, man. The skill level from these two teams, it's always fun to watch. VP versus OG. I was looking forward to last night's series, OG versus Secret, but this is just as hyped. This last fight though, if you want to analyze it a little bit, the fissure again from Thompson helps VP a little bit, because he blocks out the Wolf and the Beastmaster, and they can't complete the kill on LTW.